In today's video, we're taking a look at how to test your solar panels easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do everything that we use on the video. We're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. So you woke up today and said to yourself, let me see what the solar panels are doing. You looked at the numbers, you looked at the sun, and something's not right. Or you're just here for the knowledge and you like testing things. Don't worry. Here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. A plane ride away, a bit of swimming, hiking, but a back is a back. And for this particular test, we're going to use a clamp meter. And this particular one is a Klein 390, but you can use any brand that you want. And you can even use a solar panel tester. At the end of the day, the only thing that you need is that your clamp meter can handle the amps that your particular solar panel outputs. And for that information, you can always check on your owner's manual on the manufacturer's website or the sticker behind the solar panel. The first thing that you want to do is locate your home, then locate your solar panel, because the last thing you want is to check the neighbor's one. And the first test that we're going to do is the open circuit voltage, which is the VOC, and in this particular panel is 24.3 volts. We want to first insert our measuring probes, and we want to make sure that we place the positive on the positive and the negative on the negative. We want to take our multimeter, set it in voltage or the letter V. It usually defaults to AC, either pressing the select button or the function button. We want to change it to DC. If it's not zeroed out, we want to hit the zeroed out button so we won't get a false reading. And remember, as a precaution, if you have a breaker between the charge controller and the solar panel, you can turn it off or cover your solar panel. Meanwhile, you disconnect it from the line. Once disconnected, we're going to take our negative wire and our positive wire, and you're going to notice that inside of the MC4 connector, there's a female pin and a male pin. And this is where we want to insert the probes accordingly, meaning we want to insert our positive probe on the positive pin and our negative probe on our negative pin. But even if you insert it incorrectly, you're still going to get a reading. The difference is you're going to see a negative symbol in the front, but the number reading is going to be the same. And when doing these tests, you want to do it on peak sun hours. So wear your sunscreen, your hat, or find a shade, but not for the solar panel. In this particular reading, we're getting 23.55. If we compare that to the VOC of the panel of 24.3 volts, we're close enough. Remember, when the manufacturer places these numbers on the stickers or in their specification data information, it's under optimal condition, aka that means there's a Watson there on the equator holding the panel up. Meanwhile, they do the test. In our next test, we're going to check the ISC, which is a short circuit current. And for this particular test, we're not going to need the probes. We're going to use the clamp function. We're going to set our multimeter to amps, and in this particular clamp meter, we have a 400 amp option and a 40 amp option. But because this particular panel short circuit current or ISC is only 5.21, we will be good with the 40 amp selection. Remember, it always defaults to AC. We want to press the select or function button and place it on DC. And now that we press the buttons on the clamp meter, what we want to do is take both our positive and negative and clip them together. This is going to create a short, which is going to let us read the ISC or our short circuit current. And just like before, you want to do this in peak hours, so have Watson hold the panels. Meanwhile, you do the readings. Then you want to open up your clamp and place the wire on the positive side inside of the clamp. In this particular reading, we got 5.42. If we compare that to the sticker, we have 5.21. And just like before, no matter which side of the wire you place the clamp meter, you're going to get a reading. The only thing is, if you place it on the negative side, you're going to see the negative symbol in the front. And to give you an example of what you don't want to see, this is taking a measurement. Meanwhile, it's cloudy, and we get 0.96. So a number like this, which is way off from the 5.21, then you know your panel might have issues. And this could be a loose MC4 connector. It could be a connector which is loose on back of the panel. It could be a bad diode, a loose solder, or many others. If you do this test on peak hours a couple of times and don't get close enough readings, then contacting your manufacturer is the way to go. And now you've done it. You become a grandmaster solar panel reader of your block. You're ready to place a sign on your front yard saying, "I read solar panels." Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.